Let's see if it happens. Charlie Hurt's joining us this morning. Charlie, would skipping this debate hurt Trump?
I think that it would be best for him to participate in the debate. But let's be clear, any normal candidate running against a media that is this opposed to the candidate and has demonstrated such fealty to the other campaign, that candidate would never participate in a debate with ABC. But going in Trump's favor here is the fact that Trump always does better when he's up against somebody who is an opponent. And it doesn't matter, obviously he'll be up against Kamala Harris. But usually when he goes into these things, he's also, not only is he up against his political opponent, he's also up against the media, which is just as much, probably a better opponent than his political candidate opponent. So, normally, under normal circumstances, no candidate would agree to this. But in Trump's circumstances, he'll probably do much better.
Yep, I can see that, Charlie. Listen to what RFK Jr. had to say about ending his campaign and endorsing Trump. Roll it.
It became clear to me that I did not have a path to victory. 16 months of censorship, of not being able to get on any network really except for Fox. I had 2 appearances in 16 months. I was blocked out from the networks. I was blocked out from the debate. I had no path to victory.
All right, Charlie, does this move the needle in favor of Trump?
Oh, I think without a doubt. And I think it's also really important to take a moment and look at this. The Democrat Party has become the party of censorship and government control. And that's the only reason 2 odd figures like Donald Trump and RFK Jr. would wind up aligning together. But I think it really does underline just how dramatically, off the screen the Democrat Party has moved. And I do think that it will make a difference, particularly in some of those small, the swing states. But also, I think that it really does feed directly into the message of the Trump campaign, which is the federal government has been taken over by mainly the Democrat Party, but also the media complex. And the only way, this is their last best shot at trying to rein in that powerful government that has been taken over and is completely designed only to protect its own power and not deliver for normal voters.
Right, Charlie Hurt on a Monday morning. Great stuff. Thank you, Charlie.